Good morning. I'm Julio Sainz along with Mauricio Riveros. Today we'll meet the owners of a brand new restaurant, Palermo's Market, located in the historic Sibley Building downtown.
We hope you will be inspired.
Celebrating leaders in Rochester's unique and vibrant business community. We'll meet entrepreneurs whose passion and perseverance have helped push through life's challenges. Join us as we share their stories and journeys to success. It's time to be inspired.
Erika and Ramon, thank you very much to be in Be Inspired, a show that we developed to interview interesting people like you who are taking the risk, entrepreneurs. We are very excited and we want to learn about your story and what you guys doing. So let's start with Erika and Ramon. Tell us, who is Erika and who is Ramon?
Okay, so go ahead. I'd like to start.
So I'm Ramon Arguinzoni, co-owner of Palermo's Market. Erika is my beautiful fiance and also my partner in this business. Palermo's Market has we trace our roots to our Italian and Hispanic heritage. So we have some Italian dishes, some Spanish dishes, some Spanish juices, a little bit of everything. We kind of tie in both cultures and we have a lot of love and fun here. It's a family run and operated business here at the Mercantile on Main, the Sibley Building in downtown Rochester.
Fantastic. So you're in a fantastic location. I love your T-shirt, the Sibley Building right downtown, which is iconic as you can get in the city of Rochester. How long have you been at that location, and what's it like being there downtown?
So we just opened up on Monday. January 11th was actually our grand opening. But it's been a wonderful experience to be downtown, especially with all the local vendors that we have here. You know, especially during a time like this, we see the importance of supporting local and how great to the community that can be. But just reviving downtown has been outstanding, and seeing the turnout, like I said, in a time like this where so many people have been distanced for so long, to be in a place where it's safe and, you know, it was built around COVID is super important. And to see just the happy, smiling eyes, because I know we're all still wearing masks, but it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about this multicultural, Spanish, Italian, and American. It's kind of a mixing in a plate, different type of background. So tell us a little bit more about this idea.
Yeah. So when we met with the development company about a year ago, they told us of this project, the Mercantile on Main, which was going to tie in these different cuisines, American, Indian, Asian, Italian, Spanish. And the concept was to bring a place where Rochester meets to eat, where all these different demographics, old and young, different cultures, different backgrounds would come, meet to eat and talk and get to know each other and realize how much we have in common. So we said, you know, this is something we have to do. You know, we believed in the project from day one. We were supported so much by Mr. Ken Green and the development team here. And what we tied in was our culture, our history. So Erika's Puerto Rican, I'm Hispanic and Italian as well. And we said, well, this is what we love to eat. And we didn't know a place in town that tied both in together under one roof. We said Italian and Spanish, a little bit of both worlds, the best of both worlds, in our opinion, with a little bit of flavor and salsa and love. We're going to bring everyone together and have some fun. And I think we've done that so far. One thing that we hear since we've opened is the energy level in here. And it's something that we bring from our Latin roots. Everyone who knows Latin roots knows we have a little flavor in us. So that's what we try to do, just spice things up, have some fun, serve some good food, and a lot of love, a lot of fun.
Wow. Well, you guys are definitely making us hungry. So let's stick with the subject of food. What's each of yours favorite dish from the restaurant? You have to pick one.
Oh, that's so hard, honestly. And my customers ask me all the time, what's your favorite? But it's so hard to choose because every dish is just so much flavor. Like it brings me back home to where you're just eating your mom's homemade food. But by far, I can say that the number one has to be the ribeye steak and cheddar burger. It is, my customers keep telling me it's the best burger in town, but I really love it. It's a ribeye steak. We grind it up and we infuse it with cheddar cheese. So it's a burger unlike any other, and it's definitely filling. What's your
Absolutely.
favorite?
The ribeye burger is definitely phenomenal. It's one of our top sellers. I would say, you know, the first ingredient in all of our products is love. We manufacture them all ourselves. you know, but my favorite is the Sicilian sausage, which we pair with the falcha juice. So you have this Sicilian sausage that the recipe comes from Palermo, Sicily, that has its roots over 100 years old in a family recipe. And then we pair that with falcha, which is a Latin American specialty juice. And so far, I mean, we had people raving that the two mix of the spiciness of the Sicilian sausage with the sweetness of the falcha. It's an explosion in your mouth. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And the reviews have been great so far. It's been our #1 seller. And surprisingly so, we thought that the burger or the chicken, which were our #1 sellers in our previous establishment, we thought those would be our #1 sellers here. But so far, it's been the Sicilian sausage paired with the falcha passion fruit juice.
I love the energy and I love the combination. Clearly, you describing these dishes, you show who you guys are. Is really you love the food. You love to bring your culture in the food. You know, there are 3 principles I always talk if you want to learn other culture. Is you need to dance the music, you need to eat the food, and you need to try to speak the language. And really, that's a reality of what you bring. So let's talk about the business model. You know, it's kind of a weird time right now to open a restaurant. Everybody's closing. You guys are opening. So explain us a little bit what's the idea here, how that works.
So our model is very unique. We manufacture 90% of our goods. So we use locally sourced meat products, locally sourced vegetables, and we manufacture everything. We do our own peppers and onions, our own sausage, we grind our own burgers. We're butchers by trade, which this has allowed us as a business model to keep our expenses very low. Currently, we only have 1 employee. We are operating with our other partners that are members of the LLC. We're putting in the hours right now, close to 100 hours a week. To start this business off, we know we had to sacrifice. We have a 6-month plan initially where we're gonna put the hours in. You know, if we want the success, we know that we have to sacrifice, especially in the beginning. My father was a business owner, an entrepreneur himself. So I've been in this field since I was 10 years old and understand the grind of being a small business owner, but I also understand the reward of being a small business owner. And we talk about it all the time. There's a lot of hours, there's some tiring mornings and nights, but there's nothing like owning your own business, nothing like seeing the smiles on your consumer's face. You know, and we took the model we learned from our food trailer of keeping things simple, you know, keeping these unique pairings together, and we've kind of just kept the menu very simple. And the unique opportunity here at the Mercantile is we have no upfront rent costs, so everything's based on percentage of sales. So what Mr. Ken Green and his team decided to do was, let's help these small business entrepreneurs who otherwise would be tied into a commercial lease for many, many years of rent no matter what. And what we did was we signed a licensing agreement that's based on performance. So if we do very well, they make a lot of money. And if we don't do well, then we don't have that upfront rent cost, which has been an amazing opportunity for us. And we're very thankful to Ken Green and his team here, because without them, we probably wouldn't have a brick and mortar right now. We were going to stay in the food truck scene. We were very successful there, and we were not looking for a brick and mortar. But when we met them and they tried our food and they said, look, we want you in here and we'll do whatever it takes. And they've been so accommodating to us, our team and our families, that without them, we wouldn't be here. They've taken some of those hurdles away of starting a brick and mortar.
You mentioned your father, and that's something we're always curious about on the show, is where you were inspired to think about owning your own business. So if you could tell us a little bit about that, please.
Yeah. So my father was born in Puerto Rico and came to the United States as a teenager to New York City. He then relocated later on to Rochester, New York, and he opened up he was a butcher by trade. That's what we learned to trade from, me and my brothers. And then he started a market at the Placita, the public market. It was, he sold verdura and other Latin, it was called Linda's Tropicals was the name of the business. Everything from bacalao to sofrito to plátanos to flan. And I learned at a young age the ability to connect with the consumer. And then, you know, God has a funny way of bringing people together. I met this young lady next to me who has an incredible sense of connecting with people. And that's our #1 thing. We serve great food, but more than that, our job and our goal is to impact people's lives. So when they come through this door, we want to make their day a little bit brighter. And 9 times out of 10, we can put a smile on someone's face. And I think in 2021, unfortunately, the trade of customer service is a dying trade. It's something that a lot of corporate businesses don't focus on. They focus on the bottom line, profit margins. And our thing is, if we focus on our consumers and if we focus on our team and we treat everyone with love, the money's going to come. And that's our business model. Our business model is taking care of people first, customer service first. And so far, we've exceeded projections on the financial side of things because we put that first.
That's wonderful. It's a very important model, client-oriented base model, and that is a fundamental aspect because that will bring more and more clients and more reference, and really that create momentum. Now, technology is changing everything. Technology now, especially with COVID and all the things, deliveries. What's your strategy in terms of, talking about deliveries and talking about technology utilization of apps and things like that?
So it's really cool for us here. Like I mentioned prior, this place is really built around COVID. And so we are a cashless eatery, which means that we don't accept cash, but we have available kiosks where you're more than welcome to enter your cash and out dispenses a gift card, which you can then use at the 7 local vendors. And it makes it very easy for the consumer. You can choose whoever you want to go to, and it's almost like a cash form, but it's just amazing how this place is built. We also have curbside pickup, which has been amazing for people that don't want to necessarily get out of their vehicles or go in anywhere. So we have seen online orders skyrocketing within COVID. Many people are nervous to go outdoors or they're unsure. So just having that opportunity and the technology and how it's impacted and really changed the whole world. It's just a different world, and quite astonishing how we have been able to adapt and how we can make it easier for the consumer and ease people. And like he said, it definitely changes people's days. We're here to make people happy and comfortable.
Fantastic. Now, so I'm really curious about being able to order online and everything. How do people do that?
So we have a website. It's the merconmain.com. That's MERCONMAIN.com. And they can view all of the vendors' menus on there. Depending on the hours that they're open, they can pre-order or order later, whatever it is that you want to do. But it gives us the ability to order online, come into the store, pick it up, or you can just call us up, let us know you're outside, and we'll bring it out to you. There's actually designated areas on East Main Street where our customers can park for 15 minutes with their flashers on, and it's been
for free.
Yeah, for free.
Yeah, so we were able to work out an agreement with the Rochester Police Department, the city of Rochester, where you do not have to pay for meters. And that was a major concern of people downtown. I don't want to pay for parking. So we've also worked out an agreement with both parking garages, the Mortimer parking garage in St. Joe's, which you can park for up to 2 hours. We'll give you a parking validation pass. So you can literally, and a lot of times people say, I don't want to go downtown, but you can come to the parking garage, walk through the Sky Bridge, never step outside, and come inside and eat with your family safely, leave, walk through the Sky Bridge, and go back to your home without ever having to step outside. So it's especially in the wintertime, it's a benefit for sure.
Well, thank you guys. We'll be back with more after these messages.
Well, I love, again, the passion. I love what you guys are creating. And what I really love too is that you are promoting the economic development in Rochester. We need more people like you. You belong to that next generation of leaders who really bring this place light. And talking about Rochester, I want to hear what's your perspective. Why to invest in downtown Rochester?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that question. So when we met with Mr. Ken Green a year ago, we were in the process of making a decision to build a food truck and relocate to St. Petersburg, Florida, where a lot of my family has relocated. And when we met him, he said, this project is special. And this is going to be an opportunity for you guys, not just as a business endeavor, but a social one, to impact your city, to be a part of history. And then COVID hit. And then a lot of social issues came to the forefront in 2020. And we looked at each other and we said, do we want to do this? You know, there were so many naysayers that said, this won't work, downtown, the crime, this, that. And we said, you know, if we listen to these naysayers, if we listen to everyone who says what's wrong with our city will never get back to where we believe it belongs. And we said, you know, we're going to double down on Rochester. This is our city. We love our diversity. We love our food scene. We love the music scene. We love the art scene. You know, we travel a lot, me and Erika, and we went up and down the East Coast, and we went to all these food halls, and they were all so much energy and passion for their city. And we said, we can do this in Rochester. This is what Rochester is. We went to Charlotte, North Carolina, Optimus Hall, and we looked around and we said, this is what our city loves: music and food. You can hear the music in the background, and the artwork and the food scene, so many different food options, and bringing all these different groups together. And I said, I don't want to hear why we should be separated. I want to hear why we can bring people together. And we said, we're going to do our part. We're going to believe in this. And we did. You know, we invested a lot of time and money in this, and the development company, all our partners in this project have invested a lot of time and money. And to see in the first 2 weeks, the turnout from the community and the other small businesses that have come out to support us, that have come out and taken the time everywhere from Victor, Farmington, inner city, Irondequoit, Webster. You know, it's pretty special, because a lot of people now see, well, if it can work here, it can work somewhere else. You know, we've had senators come in, we've had judges, we've had police officers, we've had, you know, every regular Joe in town come in, and to see everyone sitting together, 60-year-olds and 20-year-olds, Democrats, Republicans, sitting together and talking and eating, because one thing we can agree on, we love good food, you know? So it's very special. It's very special to know that our city I believe is on the way up. I know we believe that. We believe that our city is not on the way down. I mean, look at all the residential development going on downtown. Our city is very special. The diversity, the music, the food.
I can't wait to try the food. So tell us a little bit about how you selected the menu. I mean, how many of these recipes are from your own family? Tell us a little bit about that.
So most of the recipes are either from our family or from me and my partners. My brother's actually the head chef, Chef Rado. My other partner, Michael, we've worked together since 2001, perfecting these different recipes. And these are our favorite recipes. This is the food that we eat, you know. And our mentor told us many years ago when we were young lads coming up in the food industry. He said, never serve something to someone you won't serve to your own family. And that's our motto. This is the food we eat at home. You know, we believe in it. We love it. It's just so fulfilling. The passion, you can taste it when you eat it, the freshness. Yeah. It's very special and unique. You know, when we went through the selection process, there was a question asked, well, who is your competition in Rochester? And we said, we with all humble respect, we haven't found them yet. We believe we're very unique in that not only are our recipes unique, but the way we serve them with the energy, passion, and love that we have is we tie that old tradition of knowing your name, knowing your order, talking to you kind of like, you know, they do at the barbershop. Hey, how's your day going? How's your family doing? Get to know your kids. Get to know who you are, because you become family to us.
You guys are second generation Hispanics living in Rochester, believing in Rochester, investing in Rochester. How do you see the change in our community, in the Hispanic community in general? A community that is changing. We have more people in education. We have now people in the suburban areas. It's a new map. It's a new reality. And what will be the message to these people who are coming to Rochester from different countries, you know, from Latin America, Central America, different places? What will be the message for you guys, from you guys, next generation, to the next generation, more to come?
That's a very multi-dimensional question. But I really, truly believe that everybody comes here with the dream to be better and do better and leave a legacy for their family. And being able to step out and take the risk, because it is a risk, but being able to trust in the plan and understand that you can do it, because I mean, if other families have done it before, and this isn't anything new, nothing's new under the sun, you know, there were tons of people that have come to new countries and started from the ground up. You can always start something and you can always make it. You just have to believe in what you do. And people are going to see that passion. There's something different. It's not all about money. There's a passion and there's a love. So find that and follow that, and things will go right.
What a awesome interview. And I want to say thank you for believing in Rochester. Thank you for taking the risk. Thank you for being part of that next generation who is bringing that passion and love to others. I believe that your business will be successful. And I believe that because you love what you do. Yes. And that's the most important aspect. So it was an honor to have you here in Be Inspired. And I am sure that we will have you in the future to celebrate the success of your business. And one more time, if you can give the address of the location and invite the people to come and visit you guys.
Yes, located at 240 East Main Street in the historic city building on the first floor. We're right next to the Liberty Pole, across the street from the Democratic Chronicle. You'll see the big sign, the Mercantile on Main out front. Please come down, free parking, a lot of food options, and trust me, we're gonna try our best to put a smile on your face.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up next week on Be Inspired, we'll meet Victor Pacheco, owner of Los Gallos Mexican Grill in Greece.
To watch today's episode and the complete interviews of our guests, go to rochesterfirst.com/beinspired. For more great talk with Rochester's entrepreneurs, listen to Poder 97.1, Saturdays at 9 a.m. For Mauricio Riveros, I'm Julio Saenz. We'll see you next week on Be Inspired.